Ravens taking on the Dallas Cowboys.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Go to 54, go to 54.
Going to run again here with Pollard. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Odafe Oweh showing off the pass rush skills.
Oh, that's a tough one for a quarterback because on a bootleg, you turn your back to the defense naturally and you lose sight of the defenders for just a split second. And then surprise, in this case, someone's right in his grill.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, short of them returning it for a pick 6, that was about the worst start you could ask for in this one because your advantage of getting the ball first is gone, and they're set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown, and your offense, you better be ready to come out swinging on the next series.
Here's the local Texas product, J.K. Dobbins. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Now that was a big run. It takes them all the way down to the 1-yard line, and that'll shake the confidence of any defense. So when they're looking for a little bit of support now, looking at their defensive coordinator, if I'm him, I dial up some pressure. I just go after them because otherwise you're still playing back on your heels, and that's not going to help your defense at all.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Ravens take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Now, this defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. KaVontae Turpin now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is. And his first throw of the game, but I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
Throwing, Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Dak there throwing complete to Cooks.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw there caught by Gallup.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Prescott. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Prescott to throw it. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. 4th down, Prescott. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 2.
To throw is Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a first down.
No, we changed it. Shut up.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 34. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Jackson going to keep it running right.
They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with a touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
This a 2nd and 8.
Play fake. Here's Prescott rolling to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
Justin Madubuike working his way to the quarterback that time. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Take it at the 37. Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Play action. Now Jackson.
That one into the hands of Beckham downfield.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one goes for 30 yards.
And you'll find some version of this play in just about every playbook in the NFL. It's an X-post cross. So on play action, you let the X receiver get downfield and start working right to left across the formation. What a beautiful throw. And it all comes together for big yardage.
5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Here's Jackson.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try.
And Tucker, the former Longhorn, puts this one through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first-half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Prescott.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. This time they stay on the ground. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Prescott on 1st down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick 6 to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders is not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick 6. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Ravens 24, Cowboys nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Final play of the half, Prescott. He's letting it fly for Cooks. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one all the way back inside the 35-yard line.
That's a tremendous start to the third quarter. These guys had their foot on the gas the entire first half. They continue to keep the accelerator down.
They go play action now. Jackson. Flush to his right. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what?
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Tucker now to add the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Ravens 31, Cowboys nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Hey, kill.
Prescott now. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
Jackson. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Odell Beckham. 26 yards. And the Ravens take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this third quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think
Yo, what's good with you?
something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But Brandon, we've been around this game a lot.
What you said, young boy?
This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how.
Man, I don't mean to do you dirty, dog. It's just another day, dog. Don't trip, bro. I've done niggas worse than you today, dog.
He did more than whooped you. He crucified you.
Second and 10.
Don't trip, bro. I've been doing niggas worse, bro. I've been doing niggas worse.
Into the hands of Hendershot.
He hit her.
He hit her? Yeah, I know he abused her. Oh, he hit her with a closed fist, too. He meant that.
Easier completions.
Interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
Don't throw that. It was a good job.
That's why she ain't going.
He's left with no option here but to throw it away.
His impatience has to be
They fooled him, man.
That's why the weather was so still.
What you said?
But the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
He purposely doing that.
Now Prescott on fourth down.
Oh, that was a good read when he hit it.
Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I appreciate that for him, man.
First and 10.
Just another day in the office. Like I said, man, you can check my name out on YouTube, man.
And running room
I got some
scarce here.
praise
He's
to
going to be
show
stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
It's ACI Younger School, man. Check me out on
Coming through with a
YouTube.
stop.
You can play me with the Bills if you want to.
Linebacking speed,
No,
they control
no.
O-line power. We see
Some
that at
lessons all
times
day,
because
bro.
he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next
sure.
level and take him on.
On second down, here's a
good,
keeper
good.
by the QB. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken
If I
down
can, I
behind the
will.
line.
11:42.
Here's Jackson on third and long. Forced out to his left. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, those backups on the sideline, they got to be eagerly anticipating the fourth quarter upcoming. Look at the size of the lead, how they're moving the football. This defense really struggling and giving up plays like we just saw.
Yeah, his Stars have certainly done all they've needed to in this one, haven't they? But my question is, will he be able to resist the urge to continue to run things up a bit and get his main guys a few bonus stats before he calls them off the field? He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Dobbins running right.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. A 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
So tack on 3 more, though this, it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner, but at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great too.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away.
Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Pollard will take it up the...
And now a fumble. The ball's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Here we go, 46.
3rd and long for Prescott. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Hey, kill.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Roquan Smith.
And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Now Lamar changing the play.
At the 13-yard line.
A slant route caught by Bateman.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson.
Steps away to his left. And they are going to score again. Yet another
Father, I ain't even
touchdown
do
as
you
they
like
just
that, bro.
add to their
That was
totals.
crazy.
This is a
I
great
ain't gonna do you like
decision
that,
right
bro.
here.
I said, I ain't mean to do you like that, bro. I ain't gonna celebrate on you. That was just crazy. I had to make that a highlight, dog. I swear to God, I ain't gonna celebrate. I was like, I gotta put you on that YouTube, man. That was crazy, man. It's gonna do numbers, bro. Yeah. Just balling. I feel you. But shit, I'll play you with you get the build, you feel. We can run it back, you feel me, if you wanna do that, Father.
Tucker now for the extra point.
For sure. Let me see what you got, man.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
For sure. I understand. What your record is on him, man?
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
You heard me, Father?
You became my everything.
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line.
Better luck.